Hey people, how you going? Welcome to pop-up readings. I'm Brooke. I'm into it, but you know that, man. You follow my page, you got the notifications. Duh. What am I doing today? I don't know. Well, I'll come to read for you people. I hope you're having a great day. It's a sunny morning. I'm on the was it lemon and lime? Just to alkalize the body. I've already had my coffee. So all those coffee freaks out there, it's okay. I've had my coffee already. I'm just alkalizing my body. So how is everyone this morning? Welcome. G'day, Judy. G'day, Stephanie. How you going, gorgeous people? Welcome. Please share us out, people. I don't know. I came on, and usually when I come and do a pop-up, there's someone that needs a message. Someone needs to hear something. So I'll get to that person when I work out who they are. But you know how it works. It doesn't usually work like that. Usually what happens is you just do the readings and someone gets a message. But that's what I'm here to do. Here to help you people. Here to assist you people. And hopefully we can get the you can get the readings that you need. Let's see. I'm just let's post that. Hey Marantha, how you going? Yeah, just doing a pop-up. No specific reason, just someone needs a message and I came on and I'm feeling colourful. I've got my solar plexus jumper on. This is for the willpower. This is what I garden in. Get out in the sun and get the garden. I was dreaming about corn last night. This morning, heaps of corn. Don't know why, but I was. So if you could share us out, people, that would be much appreciated. I'm just sharing at the moment. Do a couple of shares. So that's okay. Now where I'm up to. Post. So hey Marantha, I don't know if you know about the demographics, but usually shares count for 3 to 4% of the audience. But 95% of the audience is followers. It's people that get notifications. But that slowly grows. It's always good to get new people and get new messages. But just people, if you keep going to the same places and the readers, and you go to Marantha, or you go to the other people that do readings, and you keep getting the same messages, you know what it's saying? It's still telling you, hey man, you still got that to do. So sometimes we've got work to do. I mean, which is fine. But if something specific comes up, it'll come up. But just remember, people, that we are creators of our own reality. Okay, that's enough for me. Okay, people, I'll start with a group reading. Oh, wait a sec. Let me just turn some lights on. I'm looking a bit blue here. Yes. There we go. Is that a bit better? Yeah, it's a little bit better. One more light. How's that? Well, it's daytime here. Oh, daytime. Okay. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Steffi. Hey, come on if you want, Steph. G'day, Samantha. Yeah, Samantha. What time is it where you are, Samantha? Hi, you have coffee for me? You've been told, Steph. Man, Mila's onto it. Come on, coffee. No mucking around with the coffee. What was I eating last night? I was out at a friend's place and they brought out those dark chocolate covered coffee beans. Yeah, they're good. Because it was, and they were like cocoa. They were like, it was late at night, so I said, "Oh, we'll just have cocoa," and I'm like, oh, "Okay, cocoa. Nothing wrong with having cocoa, but it's sort of like, why you don't drink, because they don't drink coffee late at night?" And I'm like, "Well, we're eating coffee beans covered in chocolate. Like, what's the difference? What's the dealio? You know?" But that is a funny, and we were watching glitches in the Matrix. Okay, people. So I will just log on here and log on there, and I'll start with a group reading for everyone. People just to see what sort of what the message is for the group reading. But you know what my group readings are like. It's like universe is saying, pull your finger out and get your shit on, man. Get it happening, people. Do the work, do the growth, get it happening, because we all need you. Everyone we need at the moment. With what the world's going through, the collective conscious needs everyone. And that includes you. Yeah, I'm looking at you. That includes you. That includes you. All of you. And there are people that are doing the work. But every little bit counts, people. So the more you can come into alignment, the more you will help. Hey, Personage 91 coming from Brazil on Twitch. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay. What's your opinion about legalize? Do whatever you want. They should legalize everything. Within reason. I mean, not stuff that is harmful. My personal take on legalizing this cannabis or whatever, I reckon they should just legalize all those drugs. People take what they want. Doesn't mean everyone. They think, yeah, but they want to control the system. They want to control the system, and they make money and keep people enslaved. And there's a lot of illegal money that the people running the show are into. Okay, they do all sorts of stuff. Okay, but yeah. But someone wants to burn their brain out, let them. It's all choice. So, but everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Not really interested in the politics because it's all garbage. Okay, great reading for everyone. Okay, what do we got for everyone today? The first card I've got for everyone. Oh, is the tree card. Okay. A reconnect with Mother Earth. A grounding brings blessings. Take time out to restore your energy. People, we keep going about the job. We keep busy. There's so much to do. There's always so much to do. Sometimes we have to prioritize our wind down. Okay, our recharge. Because that's an old slave program that we have to always be doing. We have to be doing. And no one knows more. I'm one of those people that I never stop, and I have to recharge and to take time out. I have to force myself because I'm always working on projects. I'm always doing stuff. Yesterday I took time out and I rebuilt someone's front gates and side gates. That was repair for a friend. And that was me taking time out and chilling. I know, but I did get dinner cooked and I did sit around and talk crap. It was great. But the other 2 days I was doing production work and online work. So for 2 days straight. And this afternoon I'm gardening. So we got the tree card, people. This is group reading for everyone. Okay, so we're going to force ourselves sometimes to get out and we're going to force ourselves at the moment. We're going to make sure that we're getting that recharge time. We're getting that downtime. We're getting into nature because nature is that beautiful place where we can be, and it's easier to come into the moment and we can just follow the sensations and get that peace. And especially when we're out in the actual wilderness or down the beach. We're not in that electromagnetic field that seems to be everywhere. We get that electromagnetic field everywhere around us, especially in the city. We don't realize how bombarded we get until we go out into nature and we can just go, and it's just a peace because there is so much happening. But at the moment, look, I've got the dolphin card inverted. Be playful, have fun. Find your inner child. People we forget. A lot of us we're so caught up in life that we're forgetting what we're living for. We're getting how to have fun. We're forgetting how to just hang, how to just be, how to be curious, when was the last time you just something was interesting in the backyard, you just wanted to tinker around with it. Like you might have a project that you're working on, but we just go to get we got to get and have some fun and remember what it is. Remember the joys. What do they call it? The winds of the north. When you call on four directions, heaven and earth, the hummingbird, drink from the nectars of life. We have to do that. But to the moment, look at the middle card, the card in between that, I've got the Scorpion. Watch your words, your tongue. Choose your words wisely. People, what are we speaking into our life? If we keep telling ourselves, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that, I've got to get that done, that's going to become our reality. And you know what? There is always stuff to do. There is always so much stuff to do, but we have to make that choice. We have to make that choice to ground. We have to make that choice to be playful. And because we're going to bring back the joy in our own life. Okay. And when we bring that when we don't have the joy in our life and we don't go looking for the joy, it just becomes stuff to do. And we just get in a routine on autopilot. And we've got to break that routine, people, and learn what it is to live, to be happy, to get out there. Because look, hard work is behind you. Time to look forward. Time to look into the present. I'm changing that card. Okay. Sorry, Deb Gilmore. I'm changing that card. It says the hard work is behind you. It's time to look forward. It's time to look into the now. Okay, not into the future, just forward. What's in front of you now? Okay, what is in front of you now, people? Where is the joy? And the action card I've got for people is the line card. Inner strength, inner strength. This is inverted. So people, this is telling me that a lot of us, we're worried about change. We're worried about what people are going to think, to go out in the norm, just to go, you know what? I'm having a day off work today. I'm calling in sick and I'm going to hang out somewhere in the garden. It's only a fucking job. Yeah, it's one day's pay. Spend less money on. I was going to say spend less money on buying store-bought coffees, but that is that a sin? This is a sin to people. I can't say that. I'll be pelted with fruit, which I will keep and I'll recycle in the garden, by the way. And moving forward, people, I've got inverted the sunflower. See, the sunflower enrich the joy and happiness and your longevity. People, what are we getting happy about? Where's the joy in our lives? What is making us passionate? What is making us happy? Where's the curiosity, the inner child? But we keep telling ourselves with the Scorpion. We keep telling ourselves, oh, we've got to do this, we've got to do that. Yeah, we got responsibilities, but we can't make everything just all that, because that becomes our life. And that's what they want us to do, because then we become good little slaves, ticking away, being productive. So the big people pulling the strings can sit on their butt and do blah, get all the stuff. And moving forward, mirror. What energy? The mirror card moving forward is the energy surrounds you. It's not all yours to absorb. Reflect this energy. Okay, that's people. We're picking up a lot of energies. Okay, I don't know, but some of the stuff that goes into your mind, some of the stuff you think, thoughts, they're not all yours. They're not all yours. You're having a conversation with a couple of people and a real strange thing drops in, real strange thought drops in. I guarantee you're picking up on someone else's thoughts around you. Okay. Most people can, it's an ability we can all have to read. It's not just read minds, but we pick up on thoughts in the ether. Okay. You're all doing it. You don't even realize you're doing it. Everyone thinks it's all them in their head. Man, learn your energies, people. But also this is saying, what energies are you putting out? What energies are you putting out into the world? And if it's all work, if all that energy is, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, then we become a slave to those energies, because that's what we manifest. Okay, so very important, people. I've got people that are just struggling to get that joy in their life. Okay, we've got to make it happen. We've got to choose. We've got to choose and find that joy and go out and just make it happen. Okay, and the last card I've got, see, it's inverted. It's the butterfly card. It's the transformation card. Why is that inverted? Because people, you want that transformation to happen in your life. You have to have that strength to break the mold. That strength to go and have some fun and have some joy, and just get out of, I have to do this, I have to do that. Oh my God, this reading's for me. I'm like bad at that. Okay, but we have to do it. Okay, that was a group reading for everyone. So take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Don't worry about it. You don't have to. Okay, I'm not holding a deck of cards to your head saying read. Okay. So that's it, people. So if you would like an extended reading, please donate. Any amount would do. PayPal links in the show notes. That would be much appreciated. Exchange of energies. Or if you would like to donate, to pay it forward. So some other people can have some readings that would be most appreciated. At the moment, I'm going to do a random number. I have to look for random numbers. Okay. Okay, people, pick a number between 1 and 20, and I'll do the first reading. Okay, you got some numbers happening, people? Pick a number. Pick a number. And why are you picking a number, people? You know what? Why are you picking a number? I'm going to play a reel. And when it pops up, you'll see Cindy will grab the number and she'll pop their name up on the screen when we get them. Getting to you, Marantha. $17. See what happens when you do the work, people? See, Marantha's just tuned in, man. She's just tuned in. She's like, mate, yep, she knows. She knows. She's reading it. She's in the singularity going, yep, boom. Shooting fish in a barrel. Okay. Hey, Ghost Wolf. Hey, you're on fire. All right, spiritual fire. That's it. Okay. Okay, messages from Rantha. Okay, well, this is an interesting card for you. You know, the first card that came up I thought was interesting was this out of this deck was a Scorpion card, which is like watch your words. Okay. I'm like, you're cool, Rantha, you're cool. But the next, and I put it back in the pack and just re-cleared, shuffled it because it came out in the last reading. Okay, watch your words. But this is interesting. I got the lone wolf. This is about the negativity around us. Okay, you know, about using communication about not putting up with the negativity around us. But the next card I've got below it is judgment. You do not know the path of others you have walked. Watch your motives, no judgment required. So that's saying, yeah, it's okay to tell them to bugger off, but just watch that. That doesn't affect your heart. Okay, don't need that at the moment. Who, me? Yes, you. Okay, but see, just look. So I'm getting just ignore any crap that's around you. Look, I got the moth spirit. Just surrender it. Surrender it to the universe. Just say, yeah, Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It just feels like there's just some little negativity surrounding you here and there. And although you know all the stuff and you know all the thing, there's just a little bit of this bugging you. I mean, because we're human at the end of the day, and it's just a little bit of a bug. Just time to nip it in the butt. What can we do about it? Yes, clarity, 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 clarity. Okay. Yes, and just moving forward, come back into that. It's about coming back into that space of love. And I've got look, dream the world into being, and that's inverted. And it's time for the beginner's mind. So sometimes around it's time to to empty the cup, shake things up. And sometimes we've got to see things from a fresh perspective because we've got done a lot of learning and we've got get a lot of clarity. And sometimes it's just to shake things up and just empty out the cup. Empty out the cup. I think that I'm feeling that there's just a little bit of animosity, or it's just something's just eating away at you, and it's just time to release it and just ignore it and not engage in it because the endless of miracles. We don't know some of some of this stuff can just turn around on a pin. All this sort of stuff, and it just seems. I'll get you some other cards. Just turns around on a pin. Yeah, definitely a time to release something. Okay. There's seems to be some stuff that you're letting get on top of you. And people are just people. We're not responsible because you have the knowledge, you have the power, you have. But there's just something. I don't know if there's something eating away, or there's just something that's ticking you off. But it's just time to really get on top of that trigger. Get on top of that energy. Absolutely, we got to move forward, and we got to think of ourselves because we can't worry about. Yeah. See, I've got the seeker's duty. It's inverted. It's waiting for you to make that choice. Okay. Yeah, it's time to think for myself and move forward. Well, that's it, because it's hard because people take it personally. People think it's all about to them, and sometimes you'll get a little incident where there'll be a little disagreement or something. It'll be a little bit awkward, and then you move on for yourself, and everyone's like, "Oh, what are you doing? You doing this to me? Aren't you my friend anymore?" And people get all funny about all sorts of stuff, and it's nothing to do with that. It's just that we have to move forward on our path. And it's not that we're trying to lift. We do all we can to help people. We do all we can to lift people up, but it's not our job to lift them. It's our job. We can give them the tools. We can give them some support. But at the end of the day, it's not our job to keep everyone happy. Everyone has to learn for themselves. And a lot of people don't like being pushed out the nest, and they take it personally. Everything wants everything to last forever, and they feel betrayed when you don't prop them up forever. But we have to truthful. We have to move. We have to move. We have to move forward for ourselves. It's not always easy. And then we get other people's perceptions, and other people's perceptions jump in, and they're seeing from their point of view. And it's pretty easy. Okay, when someone has a problem with you, see how much of it's external. Because then I go through stuff all the time with all sorts of people all the way around, and when they start going external and blaming me for their crap, I'm like, okay, fine. You don't even tell them. You just like that's for them to come into realization about. Okay, but it's we take it personally, but it's not always personal. Everyone has to be accountable for their own stuff. And I'll go to the Matrix. Neo, everything that has a beginning has an ending. Okay, so I got the Leap of Fortune card. So that's inverted. The Leap of Fortune is just remember to look around at all that you have and all that you got. Okay, it's just reminding us to be present and just not get too far ahead of ourselves. And because like the group reading at the start is we've got to enjoy the moment. We've got to enjoy everything. Okay. And your message from the Spirit's Guide card is give without expectation. Okay, I hope that's helped you, Marantha. I hope it made sense. And one day I hope it makes dollars for you. Until then, thank you. Okay. Is that what I came on? I just came on. I came on. Had 10 people jump, but someone else go live. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. People are funny. But you know what? I wonder sometimes, Marantha, what's in people's heads, where they get. Do you know what I mean? They pick up all sorts of information over all sorts. As I say, they pick up other people's thoughts. You know, a lot of people aren't clearing their energies in their day-to-day thing, and a lot of people don't. You know what it's like. A lot of people don't even know what's in their head, who it is. Like they think it's all them, and it's not. And you've got to be very discerning about stuff some days, especially when you're around people. Absolutely, everything's always changing up. I'm changing up at the moment, and sometimes when things come to a point, I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'm done with that. Time to move on to something new. Okay, time to try something new, because we get caught in the comfort zones, and sometimes we've got to step out. You know what it's like. We just get so used to doing something, and it's doing good, and everyone's like, oh, you got to keep doing that. You got to keep doing that. That was brilliant. But they're staying in comfort zones too. And we all do it. And sometimes we just got to break free and just try something crazy and just try something different. Hey, Chandra, how you going? It can be confusing if we're not being aware. Absolutely. Really got to do the inner work. Really got to go inside and understand that and be discerning, because everything comes from within us. Okay, through our soul spark. It's all within us. Okay, if we channel it on, it all comes through us, and we've got to work out what's what. Because the old saying, you catch more flies with honey. There's a lot of energy out there that's catching more flies with honey, and people don't even notice. How you going, Robert? Haven't seen you in a while, man. How you going? Welcome. Just remember, I'll read who I'm drawn to, people. But if you would like to donate for an extended reading, PayPal links in the show notes. Okay. Yeah, that's it. But it's hard, isn't it, Marantha? Honor yourself. Yeah, because we get we spend too much time trying to please people, because we think that's compassionate to please people, and it's not. Sometimes people need the hard word, right, so they can see the truth, if they like it or not. I mean, but usually what happens is the egos get in the way and like, oh, you can't say that. The ego's like, no, you can't say that. That's not love and light. Don't get me started on love and light. Yes, we are light. We come from a place of love, but the love and light program, it's avoidance. It's avoidance. Compassion, true compassion, true love is telling someone what they need to hear. Okay, regardless. But when we're worried about offending people from telling them the truth, okay, we're not acting in love. We're not acting in compassion. We're being superficial. We're worried about us offending them and looking bad and us feeling bad. So people don't get that. Sometimes you got to have the hard words. Sometimes you got to tell people how it is. People don't like it. They want to be like, everyone's where they should be. Yeah, everyone is where they should be. Everyone's where they choose to be, but that doesn't change the fact. Okay. Someone's living in tent. Well, they're living in tent. And that's where they choose to be. Yeah, absolutely. We're just catering to their egos. We're enabling them. Yeah. You can say, oh, everyone's where they should be. They're living in a tent. Does that mean you can't help them to build a house, or can't say, here, look, I've got some tools here. You can build a house if you want instead of living in that tent. It's up to you. They are where they should be, which is stuck. Well, that's it. Yeah, well, that's like, yeah, someone's living in a tent and you're doing, you're telling everyone showing them how to build a house, and everyone's like, oh, no, you can't. You might offend them. You might offend them because you've got a big house and they live in a tent. Oh my God. NSMs. NSMs. How you going, NSMs? Okay, who am I reading for? Let's go for 1 sec. Cats, can you stop being grumpy and just chill? My God, the cats are just ridiculous. They're like, man, I thought, you know how you get up and you haven't had your first coffee? My cats, I mean, they don't even drink coffee, but the way they carry on in the morning, it's like, I think they need coffee. Does anyone make cat coffee? Oh, thanks, Robert. You just told me that I was live. You messaged me and told me that I was live. Yeah, good point. Okay. Hey, you got a big house. Chill. My God. These cats are just, they're funny. Okay. Robert, let's have a look at you. Okay, Robert, still too much overthinking. Okay. At the moment, okay, there's a bit of stuff that you need to work on, a bit of nurturing, a bit of self-work, a bit of self-care. But at the moment, it feels like that you're stuck in what you're comfortable with. Okay, and you're just going through. You're like, yeah, I'm going to do some work, do some self-work, and do some stuff. But it seems to be the same sort of stuff. Okay, remember how Einstein always says insanity is trying the same thing every day and expecting different results. I've got the unorthodox approach card. This is about getting outside the box. This is about breaking the system, breaking your routines, breaking your patterns, because it all comes down to patterns. But the moment you're too much inside your head, and you've got to stop overthinking and start trying and doing different stuff. You have to break the routine. Okay, because you're in patterns. You're in cycles, you're in patterns, and we've got to look at these patterns. That's the whole thing of self-mastery, the whole thing of growing and coming out of ourselves. Is we got to work out, this is what we do, is we work out what patterns are we using that are placing limitations on us, because we're the creators of our reality. And when we start to see the patterns, we can start to break the patterns. Okay, so it's all about breaking those patterns, okay, and moving forward for you. Because at the moment, we keep going, universe, when's this coming? When's that coming? But you're the one that weaves your reality. You're the one that creates the reality around you. Okay, so I'm going back for that unorthodox approach. It's time to shake things up. It's time to get out of the box. It's time to make some changes, break up that routine, go out and meet new people, go out and join a group, do something different that will help you explore and expand. Okay, because at the moment, look, we're all made for movement. We're all made for motion. We're not made to sit home and sit on the net. We're made to move. We're made to dance. We're made to walk. We're made to do things. And there's things that you need to do. You need to get more active, and find a group that you can join. There's got to be something around. It doesn't have to be spiritual, but it's just to expand yourself, to meet new people, to go out. Okay. And because at the moment you're you're telling everyone about your stuff, and you've got all these stories going on, all these stories of why, and this is a time to break that reaction. Is you tell everyone about this and tell that one sucks and this sucks and that sucks. Stop. We got to stop doing those leaps. We got to stop telling everyone that "Oh, I'm struggling with this, I'm struggling with that." Sometimes we need a mentor or we need someone we can confide in. That's true, but when we tell everyone, it's time for you to start breaking that and just be very mindful about who you tell your problems to. Okay, like don't be telling everyone. Okay, have someone that you can vent on or bounce off. Okay, because this that we start putting this in our reality, and when we start putting this stuff into our reality, this is the baggage that projects into our future. So this is the past creating the future for us, and this is about breaking that cycle for you at the moment. It needs to be broken because you're reaping what you sow in life at the moment. Okay, this is the reality you're creating. And you want to change it. People want to change people want the reality to change. When's my reality going to change? When you change it. I'm going, here, you reap what you sow, brother. Reap what you sow. People are like, oh, I hear this, but no, this is what we want to hear because this is the truth. And when we get to the truth, that's where we can make steps to make changes, because I can tell you this is going to change, that's going to change. I got a card for this and a card for that, and it's all going to change. It's all going to be happy, but that's not the reality. That's just blowing smoke. That's love and light, man. That's blowing smoke up someone's ass. You're in control of your reality, and you've got to change. You've got to make the change. If you want your reality changed, you've got to change. You've got to make that choice. You've got to step out of those comfort zones. You've got to step out and move forward because, I've got here, like, it's time to rise, but that's inverted. Okay, time to rise is all about nurturing ourselves, all about that growth, knowing who we are and rising up into our potential. But that's inverted at the moment because you need to change things up, brother. You need to change things up. You need to reinvent yourself. Okay, we make that choice. We make that choice. It's uncomfortable. It's scary, Robert, because we get stuck in our ways. But there's no way around us. There's no way around it. We have to move with something new. Try something new every day. One thing new every day that you don't do. Even if it's like, I'm going to go for a walk down to the shops. Okay, or I'm going to go for a walk, or I'm going to drive to the park and go for a walk. There's got to be something we can do to break things up. Just one thing a day to start with. Or even we get stuck in the same routines every morning. Sometimes we've got to break that routine up too. Okay. Because when you do these things and you make these changes, this is when you can assist people. This is when you can assist people and you can help people that are in the same situation and impart into them. Okay, people that are stuck in their patterns. Okay, but this is all about you making that choice right now. Okay, but you're always off somewhere. When's this going to happen? When's that going to happen? When's this going to happen? I want this to happen. Everything's your happiness resides on stuff coming, stuff that's not here. And what happens is when we get like that is when the stuff gets here, I head somewhere else into the future, looking at more different stuff to make us happy. Okay, it's about being present in the moment and enjoying the moment. That's why we go for walks on the parks. That's why we change things up. Because you'll be getting prompts from your intuition will say, do this. Why don't you do that? And you're like, yeah, no. Yeah, no. So all this stuff's coming into your head. We get prompts all the time. Okay? You got to find a way, Robert. See? There's nothing but obstacles. When we focus on the obstacles, that becomes our reality. Okay? That becomes our reality. And obstacles are just things to go around. Just something to go around. Otherwise, what happens is we walk so far, then we get to a wall and we're like, here we go. I'm stuffed, can't go any further. The wall's there. I can't walk any further. And someone's like, well, why don't you walk around it or open the gate? Oh, I haven't got a key to open the gate. Well, then walk around it. Walk somewhere else. Okay? Obstacles are there. They're just, but you're made for motion. You got to keep moving. Okay. When we're like obstacles, we're like can't. Obstacle. That becomes our reality. Okay. That becomes our reality. So we're going to shape things up. We're going to shake things up and get movement. Okay. I hope that's helped you. I'll get you last card. And feel free to donate, people. If you would like an extended reading, trust your intuition. Your intuition is talking to you, mate. It's telling you these things. It's making these little prompts, giving you these little suggestions every day. Time to start listening to it. Instead of going, no, it's too cold. Or finding, it's funny. Our intuition talks to us all the time. And the first thing we do, our first response is to find a reason. When it's something we want to do, we'll do it. But if it's something that's slightly uncomfortable or not in our routine, we'll automatically, the ego will try to put a block up there. We'll try to put a reason not to. Understand what's in your head. Understand what's your ego. Understand what's not your ego. Understand what your intuition is. Okay? Do the research. Do the knowledge. Do the self-work. Okay? We have to act upon these things. We have to tune into them. Okay? I hope that has helped you. Okay. Okay, M Rose. People, feel free to donate, exchange of energies and all. Okay, who next? Who's next? NSM. Are you there? Are you still there? Probably not. If you are, you're welcome, Robert. Who's there? Are you there? No, who else did I see? M Rose, are you there? Okay, M Rose. M Rose, I'm feeling closed off. Feeling like you've closed yourself off a bit somewhere. What is it? Heavy heart. You got a heavy heart at the moment. Okay. But there seems to be like a lack of nurturing, a lack of compassion on yourself. I feel like M. What are you anxious about? Em, can you do me a favor? Can you sit there and just take a big breathe in through your nose and feel the air coming in through the top of your head, if you can, please. And then big breath out, and like the energy, blow it down into your feet. You need to have words with someone, Em. It's like, I don't know. It feels like you're putting up with someone else's crap. You're putting up with something somewhere. I don't know if it's an injustice or just the way you're being treated, but it feels like I'm feeling like you need to speak up, or you need to. There's a burden that you're carrying that doesn't need to be yours. It needs to be released. But it starts with you going, you know what? I need to take. It's almost, it's almost like there's some people around you. I don't know if it's someone around you, it's yourself, but it's like you're not emotionally responsible for other people. And it feels like you're taking some stuff on yourself. You're trying to make someone else right, or you're trying to cater to their needs to make them feel right. And this is becoming a burden on you. Okay, because you need to nurture yourself, Emma. You need to nurture yourself. You need to you need to work. You need to worry about you first. You need to help yourself first, because you're carrying around other people's stuff and it's not yours. It feels like you're carrying around other people's burdens. You're carrying around. You're taking this. You know what I mean? You're taking it upon yourself. Other people's crap, and it's not yours to do. Okay. But you seem to always do this. It feels like there's a pattern. There's a pattern that you always like, yeah, well, I'm worried about people. I care about people. But what happens is you're too worried about what other people think. You're overextending, too worried about other people, and this is losing part of yourself. We think we're helping people. Okay. Yeah, you're an absolute people pleaser. Okay. Well, this is not good. Okay, because this is at the same time, this is an avoidance mechanism of not dealing with ourselves, not dealing with our own crap. And what we do is we just become a doormat. This is martyrdom. Okay, we become the martyr. And there's a fine line between, as soon as you go into a martyr, it's a fine line between martyrdom and narcissism. Okay, there's a fine line. Okay, because they both think that they're in the right. Well, I do all this for people and they never help me. And so you've gone from a martyr straight into narcissism. Okay, martyrdom is very destructive. Okay, and we've got to, like anything that's out of balance. Okay, like assertiveness and self-confidence is good. Okay, but when you come from a place of wounding, then it becomes narcissism. Okay, and we get all these labels and all these things, but at the end of the day, it's about you truly understanding yourself and truly knowing who you are. And at the moment, you've got to stop being a people pleaser. You've got to start nurturing yourself, looking at your heart, unraveling yourself, knowing who you are. Because at the moment, you're stuck in, this is a pattern for you. Okay, and this is going to go on. This pattern is going to go on and on and on until you choose to break it. Okay, because you got a heavy heart. Man, I'm getting a lot of heavy, just anxiety, pressure, worries, right here, and that's not meant to be like that. People need to sort their stuff out. We can assist them, but you know what? if we haven't got the tools to assist ourselves, it's not really going to help them as much as we'd like to help them. We got to help ourselves. You got to learn the tools. You got to start with you, and you need to strip things back. Stop being a people pleaser. No is a complete sentence. Oh yeah, I didn't want to. I'm exhausted, but I said I would help them today. Just say no. Just say, look, I'm not. Oh yeah, I can't. I need to. Yeah, I'm cancelling. I'm not coming over to help you do that today. And they're like, why not? And you're like, because I said. Because we haven't set those boundaries. Okay. This is a lot of work for you to unravel this. But unless you start unraveling this and getting out of the people pleasing, you're going to go round and round on a pattern, and it's going to shape your life. And you're going to miss out on you. You're going to miss out on your life, on the potential of your life, on the growth of your life. Okay, this is confidence. This is self-worth. You don't need a reason. You just say no. Your intuition will be like, say, do I want to do this today? What's the first thing that comes in your head? That's the truth. That's the truth. People want excuses. Don't tell them. It's hard. It's stinking hard, Em. It is stinking hard. It's stinking hard to do that. Okay? But we do things so other people, but you know what? I'm always talking to people, ringing people, helping people, doing stuff. Okay? But if I stop doing that, how many of them ring me? How many of them ask if I need help? I feel sometimes I'm the only one doing the reconciliation, offering a handout. I have people that do contact me and do speak to me and do stuff for me. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, Jocelyn, no, none. Doesn't seem fair, does it? Then we work on ourselves. It's like that. I'm always helping people. Always doing stuff. Always doing free readings. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Sometimes we're going to do stuff for ourselves. And the true people will come along. Because you know what? When you put out that confidence and you know who you are and you're doing your thing, the people that matter will come along. You're surrounded by people that probably aren't even the right people from you. And it's hard when we've had friends for a long time, Em. But you have to recalibrate. You have to work things out. Break it down. I have, that people, a reason, a season, a lifetime. Okay, it's the flow of things. But we get into our comfort zones and we get attached, and sometimes it's not always a good things. But sometimes it's okay to just go and do something to help someone because you feel like doing it. But when it becomes a burden, it's not a good thing. Okay. One more reading. Unless I have donations, I'm going to do one more reading. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll put... Okay, if you have not had a reading and you would like a reading, I'm going to put There we go. Cindy, numbers in the private chat. And while I'm doing that, people, I'll let you know this. Hasn't come up yet, people. Keep picking. Keep picking, picking, picking. Oh, so close, but so far away. So close, but so far away. So close, but so far away. Man, look, Jocelyn, man, she's pumping out those numbers. 1, 2, 3, Jocelyn, man. Come on, this is your gang, Jocelyn. This is what you were made for, man. Jocelyn, come on. Numbers, 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 numbers. I'm sure one of you will get it eventually. We got someone. Claire. Oh, wait a sec. I'll get you after, Claire. Hang around, Claire. Okay. Jocelyn. I don't need to pick up on your mum. Your mum's doing her thing wherever she is, Clinton. That's about you. Worry about the living. Jocelyn, I feel like there's things that need to be shaken up. There's things that need change, but what are you butting heads with? You butting your heads with yourself. I feel like there's an internal conflict. You got your intuition talking to you, giving you prompts. Take a big breath. Jocelyn, take a big breath in for me, could you? Too much over. It feels like too much, inside your head, too much over analyzation, Jocelyn. Too much thinking of things, not enough action. Okay, Jocelyn, it's a time for you really at the moment to pull back to simplify things and pull back. Okay, simplify things and pull back. Okay, there's prompts and intuition, but you're going in over analyzing things, and over analyzing things, overthinking creates indecision, and there's a lot of indecision happening. Okay, you running processes, running thoughts, going, oh, what if I do this, do this? This is our ego is is an aspect, and it tries to run scenarios in our head till we can come up with something comfortable. Because at the end of the day, we don't know. And this is where the anxiety comes from, is the fear of the unknown. The unknown. Okay? So, Jocelyn, can you please take a big breath? Can you please sit there? Okay, if you can, big breath in through your nose. Hold it. And then just breathe out. Breathe it down into your feet. And again. Because this seems to be a cycle. Okay, because it's like when you want to move forward or you want to do something in a positive way, it's like at the moment you're getting stuck in the known. The ego is the aspect of ourself that wants to know, that runs all the scenarios. Okay, because it wants to keep us in a known. Okay, I need you, Jocelyn, to do some research on it. Go to my spiritual 101. Start there on the ego. Okay, because it's an aspect of ourself that if we don't get on top of, we don't recognize it, it runs us. And it keeps us in comfort zones. It stops us from learning. It stops us from experiencing new things. It keeps us doing the same thing day in, day out where we're comfortable. It keeps us in these little routines. But at the moment, it seems to be running your show. Okay? It seems to be on the show. Don't worry. It runs 99.9% of people on this planet. Guaranteed. 100%. Okay, but this is time. This is when you're getting to that stage now where, Jocelyn, it's not about getting readings and going, when's this going to happen? When's that going to happen? When's that going to? Because what we do is we'll when we get the readings, it says, oh, money's coming in, or this is going to happen next week, and that's going to happen, right? All we're doing is feeding our ego, feeding in. Oh, okay, I want to know the unknown. It doesn't, right? We're just feeding a monster, feeding these monsters. And it's not about that for you, Jocelyn. You're getting to the stage now where you have to get curious about the mechanics of your consciousness. And you have to look at the patterns, and you have to break the patterns. You have to understand yourself within. That's what's truly going to make the change in your life at the moment. That's truly what's going to change you. Okay? Otherwise, most people just sit there waiting around for circumstances. But I've got be a curious creature is your main card. I pulled 3 cards for you. Okay. Be a curious creature is your main card. And a curious creature is about you digging deep and going, why? How? What can we do about it? Is understanding and pulling it apart. It's time for you to pull yourself apart. Okay. Not just run scenarios in your head for best, run a program for. Because what you're doing is when you do all that thinking to work out how things are going to happen, you're just running. That's you manifesting your reality. Okay? And it's going to stay that way. It will stay that way for all of us for the rest of our lives until we understand that and we make the changes. It's up to us to make the changes. But it's time to be curious. It's time to break those patterns, Jocelyn. It's time to break those cycles. Otherwise, it's going to be the same shit, different day for the rest of our lives. Unless we make that choice. You have to ask yourself, what do you want? And don't answer it. Something will pop in. But if you keep asking it, oh, I want this and I want that and I want this and maybe that and that would be cool, that's your ego. And should you go running the show again? We're going to say, hey, okay, what do I truly want? And then leave our mind clear and forget about it. Because we'll be doing something, we'll be present and we'll be in the moment. There'll be clarity one day, and it'll be like our inner self, the universe will be clear-minded one day, and the universe is like, oh my God, they're clear, quick. There we go, boom. They'll show you the information that's already inside of you. Okay. Well, then you've got to make the changes. Because a lot of people on a reading then goes, hey, what is it going to be different shit in my day? And that's, well, you create all your days. It's up to you. Yeah. It's time for you to be in the driver's seat. Be in the driver's seat and understand your mind, people. It's so important to understand our minds, because we want all these changes and we just want, but we don't want to be the change. And it comes down to that, Jocelyn. It comes down to you being the change, to you understanding yourself, you understanding what you are not. And people, the ego is a big part of us that we got to battle, or we got to understand, start to understand it, because it's always there and it's always talking to us. So we can't just do a little bit of work and then go, oh yeah, that's done and dusted. No, it's a continual thing that we have to start. Okay. I hope that's helped you, Jocelyn. And no, don't pick a number between 1 and 20. And never judge another, which is interesting. Because people, you want to get out of judgment, you got to start by not judging yourself. I keep saying this all the time. You want to love someone. You can't truly love someone until you can truly love yourself. You can love as far as you think you know what love is about. But I guarantee you, until you truly love yourself, you don't fully know what love is. Because you have, because when you don't know how to love yourself, you have, what do you call it? Not limitations, but we put expectations on ourselves. We don't allow ourselves to be who we are. And we do that with loving ourselves too. Like performance basement. And we do that that carries on into the way we love others. I don't care who you're talking about, if you're talking about your kids or whatever. Everyone. The same thing with judgment. You want to learn how to not judge others and get out of judgment. It starts with not judging ourselves. Because until you can not judge yourself, you don't know what non-judgment is. Until you love yourself, you don't know what love truly is. We don't know what it looks like because we haven't fully experienced it for ourselves. That goes for everything. Always within. It starts within. Everything's within. Okay. Did I say Claire? Who was I talking to? Who? Okay. I've got one more reading for Claire. Unless anyone donates, I'm out of here. Claire, you're going to be thankful for what you're going through right now. You're going to say, thank you, 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 Claire, thank you, thank you, thank you, universe. Why would you do that? Why would we say thanks? For crap, for loss, for hurt, for pain. Why? Because there's something in there to learn. There's lessons. There's always something to learn. There's always something to grow from. There's always something to guide us. You're going externally at the moment, looking for answers here, looking for answers there. Claire, when all the answers are within you. It's time for you to give gratitude and start saying thanks for everything. Okay, and how do we say thanks for shitty situations? We have to look for the gold lining. Where's the gold lining? There has to be something to learn, something we can use to grow ourselves, to empower ourselves. Yeah, it's a negative way of putting it, but along those lines. But what happens is we have to learn the lesson. Because you're being taught lessons at the moment. You've got stuff on your plate. We want growth, or we want things to change. And then when they change, or we go through a lesson, we fucking go, fuck you, universe. But it's time for you to make the changes that you need to do. It's time for you to stand up and fight. It's time for you to claim your power. It's not about everyone just wants to be comfortable, cozy, and have la-di-da-di-da. That's not what makes someone. People don't grow from that. It's nice. It's like having a holiday, isn't it? But at the moment, everything you're going through, there's stuff there for you to learn. This is stuff that is ordained, Claire, for you to strengthen you and grow from. And if you can't, if you can't express gratitude and mean it, then you haven't done the growth. Okay, so this is a time for you. This is a time for your rising. Okay, it feels like your sleep's all fucked up at the moment. Sleep's all over the place. Because the ego's just running scenarios, I'm in loss, I'm in this, I'm in that. The ego is like with the last reading. The ego's running the show, and we gotta starve it off. We gotta starve that motherfucker. We need it. We need it to survive. It's an aspect of us. It is an aspect of us that we need. But like a lot of things, like the demanding child, if you give them enough room, they'll run the show. Same things with the ego. Okay, but at the moment, you need to stand up and fight for what is right. You need to fight for yourself. You need to learn the lessons. You're going through a lot of lessons at the moment. This is training you to stand up and do what needs to be done for you. It's all deliberate. Everything happens for a reason. And it's crunch time, Claire. It's crunch time. Don't waste the lesson. Otherwise, if you go into the frequency of things, or you go into the law of attraction or the vibration or whatever you want it, man, you'll attract that lesson again in some other way. You know? You got to find it yourself. And your last card is be yourself. Stop worrying. Be present, be in the moment. Because you've got stuff on your plate right now that you got to process and work through. Time to learn, time to grow, time to be strong, time to be accountable for you. It's not all roses. You know that, Claire. You know it's not all roses. You know it's not all love and light. Okay? I hope that's helped you. Okay, people, I'll be back on Thursday. Until then, I'll say have a lovely day.